What's going on, man? Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Very tired. I'm very tired. I usually upload in the morning, but I'm getting this one out because I was looking at some early lines. All right, so you can see PrizePicks sponsor this channel up there at the top. You can see that promo code DEN059. That'll get you a deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. They'll match it. Down here below, you see Props.cash. Um, the promo code FDG059. That'll get you 25% off of your first month's purchase. And you can see YouTube Music. They definitely host this podcast, so you can catch YouTube. You can catch me on YouTube Music if you want. Same name, whatever the case may be. Um, Today, right off the back, I see the Colorado Rockies and this Pittsburgh Pirates game here. I like hits in this one, man. Grichuk, he's been on fire. Um, Chris Bryant, excuse me. Chris Bryant. What else? Who else? Let's see. I didn't write them down. Let me get a roster up here. Let me just throw up their hits real quick. So let's see. Yeah. Chris Bryant, he's got 2 home runs off of him. CJ Cron, Grichuk is on fire. Um, Sawinski, Reynolds. Those are my bets right there. All right. So I couldn't talk about CJ Cron either, but yeah, I like this game for bets. We got an 8.5 total in this spot. I don't know what the weather is going to be looking like, but check your weather, check your lineups. I like runs to be put up in this one here. All right. New York Yankees at. I don't have nothing for this one here, man. It's probably if I'm betting this one, it's Yankees or nothing in this spot though. Uh, I like Rizzo again in this spot. So there you have that. Detroit Tigers at Cleveland Guardians here. What I was looking at, I had some strong interest in the outs for Rodriguez. His outs prop is probably at a parlay piece. It's sitting at let's see, his outs prop is sitting at 17 and a half. Oh, I had already had it over there as a parlay piece then. So there it goes. I'm gonna end up putting this in a parlay piece. We'll see though. Over 17 and a half for Eduardo Rodriguez. His let's see. Let's see. Rodriguez. I don't want to test him for strikeouts, but the outs, I think he could get there. I mean, 17 and a half, like I said, it's a parlay piece, but he's 4-7 to this number. Went 7 innings, went, more than 7 innings a couple times. So, he's spruced up. So, I definitely got some interest in that there. Um, Interesting thing I want to point out. I mean, Kershaw, his strikeout prop opened up at 8.5 rather. Um, I mean, it's doable. It's Kershaw. He's hit it this year. You couple that with the fact that the Milwaukee team is striking out the most versus lefties on the season. I haven't checked the last month or 2 weeks or 7 days to see how they've been doing as of late. But on the season, it's striking out the seventh most. I mean, the most versus left-hand pitching at a 30.5% K rate. So if you want to get to it, be my guest. As far as the side in this one, I don't too much have a side. Okay. Um, Over under 8. I'm not even gonna start throwing that out there. I ain't gonna say nothing. Official play for me, as you can see it right here, is Merrill Kelly over 4.5 strikeouts for the Arizona Diamondbacks here. Over under 9 in this spot. Then you got Cabrera on the mound. Here's a guy who he's got strikeout stuff too, but I'm not gonna, I'm not going to, I'm not gonna, I'm not messing with him. I lean towards Arizona in this game though, but official play for me, which means I put my money on 4.5 strikeouts for Kelly. All right, uh, it is what it is. If he gets there, you always take what you like. For me, we got Miami. They striking out the eight most versus right hand pitching. Outs, man. I couldn't talk off the outs for him either. 17 and a half. I like that. So you can go to either or both. On Caesar Sportsbook in the morning when they add these props, that's the only book that lets you do same game parlays with outs and strikeouts, So, they have that. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so I was looking on yeah. So yeah, it's out 17 and a half. Okay, that's a parlay piece as well. So, what is it, a minus 170. Um, it'll probably go up to 18 and a half in the morning, though. Uh, Texas Rangers at Seattle Mariners. I don't have too much for this game here. Castillo on the mound. I get a pitching lean towards Castillo. We don't have any numbers out, like some outs and things like that. I'd imagine his outs are going to be 18.5. And if they're 18.5, I probably won't go there. His strikeout prop is sitting at 7.5 right now. Excuse me, I think I'm just going to temper my expectations on that. All right. Washington Nationals at San Francisco Giants. We got an over under 9 in this spot. Official play for me is Gray, man. Give me the over. Over 5.5 strikeouts for Gray at plus 116. It's an official play. I got two official plays on the market right now. On DraftKings, you probably can get a 4.5. Let me see, 5.5 at plus 115 on over there too. I do like the outs. Okay, so right now that's like a pick your poison. You could take the strikeouts or you could take his outs. All right, 16 and a half. Right now, Josiah Gray, um, he's hit this number 4 out of 7. And San Francisco is the number one strikeout team versus right hand pitching. I haven't checked to see what they've been doing lately, like the last 14 days or anything like that. But I'll take a stab at the plus money and see if he can get there. He's hit this number versus Arizona, Pittsburgh, the Mets. He had 9 strikeouts. Colorado, he had 6 strikeouts. All right. Now his outs, they got a projected line of 17 and a half, which is uh not ideal. Um, because I've seen on DraftKings, so I could filter this using props.cash. I could filter this down to the 16 and a half where it's at on PrizePicks. And as you can see, he's 4-6 to this number, 4-7. Not PrizePicks on DraftKings. So 16 and a half at plus 120. You know what? I'm taking both of them. I'm taking the 16 and a half, and I'm gonna take the strikeouts, okay? Individuals, no, not parlaying that. I might parlay it on Caesars where you can do it on Caesars, but those lines aren't out yet. All right. So I'm gonna take the stab at it. I'm gonna take the stab at it. So those are official plays. Toronto Blue Jays at nope, I didn't even nothing. I'm sliding. I'm sliding. I'm sliding. Man, this New York Mets game, Verlander and Hunter Green. Y'all know Hunter Green. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? This Mets team, Mets just oh my God. Well, there was a pitcher change today. Max didn't pitch, but wow, man. Mets just I'm staying off the Mets, man. I just can't win with them. I can't win with them, man. They tried to come back and win that game. I think if Max pitched, I think they would have won that game. But either way, let's get back on topic. Hunter Green, you know that's my guy. Ooh, tough matchup here with this with this New York Mets team here. Um, Strikeout prop sitting at 6.5. You know, he was giving up the home run ball last year, and he slowed that down this year. But lately, like around the fourth or fifth, a couple times into the bats, that's when he starts to drop off. But the thing about him, he go out there and get his Ks really quick. Okay, Now I'm not gonna play it. All right. At least I'm not gonna tell y'all I'm gonna play it. But I might go back behind y'all back and sprinkle something on it because that's my guy on some Homer type of shit. Not Homer, but on some pal, buddy pal type shit. Because I really really like it. Some fan shit, but I don't know. I don't know. Um, on the other side, Verlander, this should be what his second game here. 5.5 strikeout line. Cincinnati. This ballpark produces runs. Really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. So right now, this year, I can't put nothing past anybody. I'm just gonna lay off of these guys. All right. Um, I'm just gonna lay off of them. St. Louis Cardinals at Chicago Cubs here. We don't have lines for these guys, but I do like the outs. Actually, like the outs for both of these guys. Okay, but they're not a they they I don't know, man. They juiced up a little bit. Not juiced up, but like Jordan Montgomery. Now Jordan Montgomery, his outs are projected to be 18 and a half. I don't see a number for him on the books. I just don't want to go there at 18 and a half. Even though and then I got to lean towards the over case for him. He's 4-7 to this number. Chicago Cubs, they're striking out the eighth most to left hand bat pitching here. They will hit left handers too, but the Cubs been cold lately. So I don't want to recommend anything for the Cubs right now. The strikeouts could be there. So, if you want to get there, be my guest. On the books, you can alter them, whatever the case may be. All right. Oh, and Steele. The outs for Steele is should be in play, but it's at 19 and a half, man. Steele has been really, really he's been like Steele out there. So he's been really, really good, man. So these outs they're really they're way up there. All right, they're way up there. Whew. An official play. Give me the over 5.5 strikeouts for Lance Lynn, all right? And I don't know about the over. I don't know, but another official play, 5.5 strikeouts for Lance Lynn, minus 148. Just give it to me, okay? Um, Looking over here on props.cast, his strikeout prop is they got it projected at 5.5. He's 5 or 7 to this number. Kansas City, they striking out the seven most versus right hand pitching. We went there with Cease, okay? We went there with today with Giolito. Now we're going for 3 for 3. All right, we're going there with Lance Lynn, okay? Versus right hand pitching. Um, some of the pitchers just came in and got in there. Cease got there 4.5 versus right handed. Miller at that 4.5. He has 5. Who else? Sonny Gray 6.5. He has 7. So on and so forth. So Grayson Rodriguez, Kyle Gibson, and Wells missed. We rooting for you today, Lance Lynn. We need you to get there. All right. And I'm gonna lean towards, I mean, the outs. I couldn't talk you off the outs, even if you want to get there. We don't have a number out for his outs on draft, on price, let's see, on DraftKings. Let's see, we got a number. No, we don't have a number, but he's projected at 17 and a half. At 17 and a half, I couldn't talk you off of it. Couldn't talk you off of it. I couldn't. I just leave it at that. Um, but I did say I lean towards the White Sox in this one here, and it's definitely mainly a fade of Brad Keller here. I mean, the K prop for him is be sitting at 3.5. That's pretty low. He doesn't really get there. The out sitting at 15 and a half. He's 3 or 7 to this number. The walks have been there. His walk line is sitting at 4.5. He's putting batters on base. 4.5 for a walk line? Like, wow. Look at the walks. He's had 4 walks or better in what's this, 5 of his last 7 games. Hits allowed. He just gave up 11 hits to Oakland. Like, earned runs sitting at 2.5. That's in play. Minus 133. But man, if I'm betting this game, it's White Sox or nothing. And if you want to take advantage of it, if like from a player performance double standpoint, I mean, I couldn't talk you over that either. I thought I seen a four strikeouts in the win for him, Lance Lynn at a minus 125. Hey, I ain't greedy. I'll jump on that, man, straight up. If you like Sox to win, minus 125, there you go. 4Ks in the win. I think that's doable. Uh, oops, I'm sorry. Next game on the docket, next play is going to be, uh, yeah, it's gonna be It's gonna be Pablo Lopez. Wasn't an official play, but I'm probably gonna make it an official play. All right, the numbers backed it up for me. So let's see. Um, Pablo Lopez. He's sporting like a 30% K rate. Um, he's um he's hit this strikeout prop in every game except for one. That was versus Washington. They can be pesky. San Diego, they're striking out the second most in the league. Okay, versus right hand pitching. All right, so they have that. Um, I mean, the proof is in the pudding right there. All right. And then when you look at the outs, his outs in at 18 and a half, you know. Granted, some of his matchups that he's had, like, I mean, Kansas City, Miami, White Sox, Yankees, Kansas City, Chicago White Sox, like, uh, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Not an official play, but a strong lean towards the over. Even though the numbers do back it up. Like this San Diego team is striking out the second most in the league, man. Versus right hand pitching. I have to go back and check some things out. Maybe like lately, what have they done lately? Last 2 weeks, lefty, righties, on the road, splits. But right now it's a lean. Okay, I haven't looked at any bats. So maybe I'll put some bats in the comment section. Please don't let me forget because I will forget. With that being said, guys, peace out. The official plays were let's go back to them again. Matter of fact, let's just go to DraftKings, what I had set to the side. Official play: Merrill Kelly over five, 4.5 strikeouts. Merrill Kelly parlay piece, 17 and a half outs. Um, a, that's a lean. Parlay piece, it's a lean right here for Eduardo Rodriguez at minus 190, 17 and a half outs. Josiah Gray, official play, 5.5 strikeouts at plus 115. And then I'm taking the outs too, man. Official play, minus 120. Give me the 16 and a half outs for Josiah Gray. Official play, Lance Lynn over 5.5 Ks at minus 140 and strong lean towards the over 6.5 Ks for Pablo Lopez. There's some other spots that I want to get to, but I don't want to be out there, I don't want to be out here just throwing out plays. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.